1 second.
So, pop in here. What's your name?
My name is Duncan Davis.
Alright.
Hi,
this is Eric Martin, Board Game Geek News, and we're with Duncan Davis here with Enlist City Origins, Origins 2013, and Duncan's going to give a brief overview of the game. What are we trying to do?
Okay, so the basis of this game is the king has just died in the city, and so you're going to take up the role of one of the prominent leaders in order to buy control and become the new king. So in this demo copy, we have 3 out of the 20 leaders that we're going to use. And so we have the Madam of Death that can kill people during her turn, the Connoisseur of the Many, which gets lots of extra little guys, and the Lord of the Lance, which starts off with a lot more influence than our other guys. To play this game, we take someone, so let's say we're Madam Death, and we compare the money bag that we have, which is our influence, to the shields of the guys in the bottom row. So let's say we got the Storyteller. Our next card slides down, and the unrevealed card flips over and becomes revealed. So now we add our money bags together, and so on the next turn, I'm going to have 5. So now I can get something 5 or less, so let's say I got the Priest of Life. The same thing happens where the card slides down, the next one flips over, and on the next turn, I'm going to have 7. As you can see, the influence grows over time, and so we can get bigger and better guys that will come out later on in the game. The goal of the game is to get the most crowns, the most victory points. So we have a tension between trying to get a lot of victory points to win the game versus getting a lot of influence to get the bigger, better cards later. There are also abilities that let you mess with your opponents and abilities that let you mess with the board. Now, there are 4 different kinds of abilities in the game. The first are Enlist Abilities. Enlist Abilities are abilities that happen when you get the card. So in this instance, the Storyteller gives you +1 for each player in the game. So if I'm playing with our associate Sean over here, I'm going to get +2 on my next turn because there are 2 players in the game. If I got the Drunk Man, then on my next turn I can recruit from the back row. This is special because normally you have to pick from the bottom row only. So this gives me extra options for that next turn. The second type of ability are turn abilities. Turn abilities, you can do them once a turn if you choose. So for example, my Madam of Death can kill someone once a turn, as long as they're in the right tiers. My Connoisseur of the Many can get a tier 0 each turn, so he gets an extra guy every turn, but they're weaker. Next we have static abilities. Static abilities are things that are simply true. So for example, the guy we have here, Fearsom's Cohort, once you get 5 guys, he's worth 2 more influence, so he gets more useful later in the game than at the beginning. And last we have sacrifice abilities. So sacrifice abilities are cards where you get them earlier in the game, and then you wait until later to sacrifice them. So for example, this guy you can sacrifice to get to recruit an extra guy. This guy you can sacrifice to switch 2 cards in the city square to stop your opponent from getting something you want, or to get something you want from the back row. So now the game is over.
As we're doing this, we're going to be piling up the cards on top.
Correct. Once you get a card, you continue to have it, and you can use every card that you've gotten since the beginning of the game. So in that sense, it's like 7 Wonders. So now I'm going to have you pick which of these 3 you would like to have as your leader. Okay, so the end game condition. You're right. The end game condition is 2 columns being completely empty. So this is both the deck being empty and the 2 cards beneath it being empty. So it's kind of a game that will run out as the cards run out.
Okay. And of course you can use that as a timer, you can adjust that.
Exactly. And so in this demo version, we're only playing with a total of 5 in the deck. 2 from here, 2 from here, and 1 from one of these. So 1 tier 3, 2 tier 2s, and 2 tier 1s.
Okay, so the demo version that you're selling in Origin, or is that?
So the demo version is what I'm using to give a taste of the game to passersby. The full game usually has a comp of 7 cards, so it lasts a little longer. The demo takes around 20 minutes, the full version takes around 45. Once you get accustomed and can see the cards and just know what they do, then it'll be quicker, and then the full game will be down to 30-20.
Okay, thanks very much for the overview.
Great.